Morning, Jules here from Joolsedesigns at JT Creations. So today what we're doing is we're putting the signatures in for this winter days, putting the signatures in. And what I did was I've got 10 pages and I just folded them in half like that. Normally I print sort of like a pale digital coffee dye on the other side, but I didn't. And I've done this before where I've put the pages, fixed the pages onto a fin. So because these are A4 pages, I was able to use one of my stripy ticking style papers, and I decided that I wanted the fins 1 centimetre high. So what I needed to do is I needed to give a gap for the first bit here, then score 1 centimetre, then 1 centimetre, then I wanted 1/2 centimetre gap. So 1/2 centimetre, then 1 centimetre, 1 centimetre, 1/2 centimetre, 1 centimetre, 1 centimetre, 1/2 centimetre, 1 centimetre, 1 centimetre, 1/2 centimetre, and so on until I had 10 of these centimetre fins. When you fold them up like that, and you've got your little channel. And then what I do is I glue the centimetre ones together. So you get that. And then you've got all your little flaps. And your pages just flop nicely, if that's a word. And it gives kind of a waterfall effect, and I quite like them like that. Now when I stuck them in, I just stuck them into the fin. So this is open. You can stick them down. All I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch them. I'm just going to stitch round, and while it's on there I can, you know, put it through the machine and just stitch all the way around. If you wanted, when you're printing your pages off, you could use a heavier cardstock like 160 GSM. I'm not quite sure what that is in pounds, but I will put that on the video. You will see that on the video. And you could stick the bottom and then put, you know, put a thumb notch or 1 thumb notch, or just leave it and have pockets. You can have them all as pockets, or you can have a few, every other one as pockets. It's up to you. But I'm not. I'm just going to stitch them all round. So I've stuck 7 in. So I'm going to stick the last 3 in on video, and I put the pages in order that I wanted them, and that, so I started first. So this is the next one to go in, and I've just filled my glue bottle up with, whoops, and it's art glitter glue, and it's coming out quite runny at the moment. So what I do is I've got that there, so I put the page, line it up with the other pages, and fold that fin over. And then all I do is I just do and then I just fold it over. And they're so easy to put in that way. So we've got the next one. And if you wanted, you could ink these edges before you stick them in. Again, just up the edge. And find out where the fold of the fin is. Line it up with your papers. Fold it in like that. If it goes a bit caddywonk, it's fine. When you're making journals, especially junk journals, I know this is made with digitals, but it will have a recycled, the cover will be made out of recycled card. Some of the pockets will be made out of recycled card. I know there is discussions about what is a true junk journal, and I quite agree. A true junk journal is made out of junk. And it's all recycled papers. And I've yet to make one that's truly full of recycled papers. I've done part, but I like my digitals, sorry. I like my themes for my journals. And I keep saying I'm going to make one out of junk and just gesso the pages so that I can paint and do like an art junk journal where I can put my own art. And I might do that while I'm in Cyprus, because I like to paint while I'm in Cyprus, and I will be taking the watercolours with me. So there we are. So we've got that stuck in. And as I say, and at this point, you know, if all your pages aren't level, just trim them. It's fine. You can do it with a knife. And a blade on a cutting mat. Or you can do it on a guillotine if your guillotine will take that many pages. So, and when you stick it in, if you have a hard spine, and normally what I do is I put it in a hard spine so that it stays like that. And it is like a book. But I'm swithering whether to put it in a soft spine this time and have it so it's flat. Because I'm not going to do a lot with this. I'm just going to put some pockets in and things like that. So what I've been using some of the, now if you looked at what was in the kit, you know, there's journal cards and things like that. There's this paper. So what I've done is I've done that, and I've just cut a journal card, and I've done this for the first page. But what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to do like a belly band. And I know I've concertinaed this up, but that's fine. I can concertina it up if I want. But I've also got these. So what I do is when I've got a digital, whether it's mine or anybody else's, I print it off as is, as it's meant to be. Pages, the sheets of ephemera, and I cut it out. But I also like to print it out to a page. And that way it gives me nice little journal cards to work with as pockets. I do 2 to a page, and that I've done it on cream pearl card, so that's the actual page there. That one I've cut out, but I'd like to do a belly band, and I think the belly band will be, because there is some beigey colours, and what I want to do is I want to do like a double belly band or a triple belly band, and I'm looking so if we do that there, and then this one, and we do that one over, and then we can put that one on there. Now, do I want that one on there, or do I want it on the front page? And I think I want it on the front page. So what I need to decide is, and I know that's got the edge, but that's fine because it's muted. I just need to decide how big I want this, and I think I'm going to measure it, but to me that looks right, and it's just under 3.5. So if I make it 3.5, and do I want it from that end? Cut that down. No, I think I want it from this end. All right, so I'm just going to trim this. Give me 2 seconds. And because it's pearlescent card, and because it's quite muted, what I am going to do is I'll see if there's, this is a blue one, but I'll see if there's any blue ink in that. Yeah, there is. And we'll just ink up that. And I think I might put a bit of green. That's got a bit of everything on it. So where's my greens? I've got crushed olive, forest moss, peeled paint. I think we'll try a bit of forest moss, just gently. Oh, I think that's had more than ink on it. It's starting to disintegrate. And this is how I just blend, you know, if there's a border on where I've printed, and that's how I blend it in. So now it's a bit too green, so I should have done the green first, so that's a learning curve. looking at what colours I've got. I've got some archivals here. What have I got here? That's a green. I don't have a blue in those, but I've got a speckled egg and I've got faded jeans. I've also got them in there. Try the speckled egg. No. No, it's too pale. The faded jeans might be a bit too. No, faded jeans seems to be working. And it's just to put a little bit of blue on the edge. Mermaid Lagoons 2. Oh, that's a bit too turquoisey. Well, we'll try a little bit. Might work in with the green a bit. I always thought Forget-Me-Not was like a cornflowery blue type. I'm trying to get used to using these because for the next 3 months this is what I'm going to be using. Put these up here. And I'm just wondering if I should go around with denim to darker blue. Okay, and what I'll do is I am going to go away and stitch these pages before I stitch anything, stick anything down. My machine's just a kind of a lightweight machine. So I don't really want to put anything on it that's see, and the one thing I like about putting the page signatures in like this is you can bend these over to do your inking. So should have just used denim. So this is denim. This is the Adirondack range, and I've had these for absolute years. So I wouldn't be able to tell you where I got them from yet. So I like that. I do like that. But what I am going to do is I am going to go away and I'm going to stitch all these pages in, and I will come back to you. Then we will put this in, and this I just want, that's at 3.5, so I want that, do I want it at 2? Yeah, I think we'll have it at 2. Just bend that in just so I can have a look. Yeah. And then we'll put either, if I don't use that one, because I think that one might be too big, although it does look nice, we can use something different. So I will see you in a bit. Hi, that's me back. So this is, I've stitched all round it. And one of the things is when you stitch in paper, it does kind of leave holes, you know, where the needle's gone through, so you can go over it with a bone folder and it just closes all those holes, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm just finding the way that I went round, and I'm not really a seamstress or anything, but I did notice that my stitching lines got straighter the more practice I had. But I think with me having the frozen shoulder as well, because it's this arm, and I was using this arm for manoeuvring the pages through the sewing machine, and just every now and again I'd get a pain. And I must admit, I do like stitching paper. I like the look of it. I know not everybody has a sewing machine, and not everybody that does have a sewing machine wants to do it, because at the end of the day, if you use your sewing machine for material, you need to use a different needle. It's the same with scissors. Once you've used the scissors on paper, you can't really use it on material because it does blunt them. But I do like that. And then, like on one of them, I think it was my steampunk, I did the zigzag stitches and it looked lovely. However, if you do not like to stitch around your pages, or you don't want to stitch around your pages, you can do faux stitching, you know, with a ruler and a marker, or you can just put ribbon or you know, sort of like trims on them, and it looks just as nice. You can even leave them plain. You can do ruffles and things like that. There's lots of things you can do. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put the belly band in. So we prepared it earlier on before I stitched, and we were deciding where to put it. Do you know what, I still like it there. Oh, I don't want to cover the little rabbit up. It looks quite nice there. I want to do a round pocket on that one. Don't want to cover the baubles. Oh dearie me, That's got an owl on it. That looks quite nice there. And I don't always start at the beginning of my journal. I just look at what I've decided to do. I quite like it there. And is that the only one? No. No, I'm going to do a rounded pocket on that, aren't I? Right, so I think we'll put it second from the end. Alright, now because there's thread, I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac. You don't have to, you can use your art glitter glue. I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. I will use art glitter glue on the other piece. Got glue strings, and I'm just guessing the middle. I mean, I could have put this in and I could have stitched around it, but because my machine's just a lightweight machine, it will sew through cardboard and hard card, but I don't like to do it too much, so I'll do that. And with this, it's just a bit heavier than copier paper, but I've just folded the two in and I've inked around the edges. So it just gives it that little bit. And again, just the two. And again, just guess the middle. And where's my... Now, do I want to put that one on there, or do I want to use a... I think I quite fancy a circle, but I think that might be too small. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm just no, it's not going to. 2 seconds. I know one of these is better than the other. No, they're both as bad. So it won't be that. And I think that's my new, I think I only got that one last year. But they're, I bought that one in Cyprus, I bought that one over here. But they're cheapos, so see, that is too small. I want something bigger than that. And what have I got that's bigger than that? So let me, I've got plenty of things that's something bigger than that. That's about the size, yes. So what we want is I'm just putting that there, and all I'm doing is I'm just drawing around this. And where's my right, so I'm going to do around this one first. So this is, we are like a snowflake, all different in our own beautiful way. I'm just cutting around this. Okay. Yep. Ink round it first, Julie. I've got my two grandsons coming at some point today, and what I'm doing is I'm just guessing. Right, 2 seconds. Okay, that was my grandsons coming, so I've been given instructions, so I'm looking after them till their sister finishes work, and then I have to pick them up from scouts and work and take them all back home. Because Mum and Dad's got their Christmas due. Not very often they get to go out. Okay. And just want something round it, something. think that would look nice, so we'll okay, so I'll put that there, and I'm just gently pushing this trim around, and it's kind of got an iridescent thread through it as well, which makes it quite pretty and Christmassy as well. And I think we'll put a little snowflake or something. Okay. Was a bit silly, Jolie. So there we've got a place there and a place there for our bits and pieces. So I think what we'll do for now, we'll leave that there. We'll put these, I don't know whether these will fit, they'll not fit, but these will fit. We'll put them behind there, and we'll put them behind there, and that'll just keep them together until we come back and do another page. So that's our first page done in our Winter's Day journal. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.